Hey everybody, this is Al with El Rey Collection. Hope everybody's doing great on this Friday, at least after close of business, and on the East Coast at least. Just kind of prepping here. Had an accumulation of boxes, and finally just said, "Hey, let's just open them up." As usual, not a lot of advance notice, so appreciate anybody if they're jumping on to check this out. I shouldn't be that long, not too many, and I don't think there are many items in these things. Actually, let me go over and get the comments up and running here to see. Hey, how's it going, Sports Card Harry? Yeah, that's it's fun. I'm sorry that I don't really give much of a heads up. Literally, it's a pile. My wife's like, "What do you want to do with this?" I'm like, "Let's just get rid of some of this stuff." Good to see you, Sports Card Harry. That's awesome. Hey, Nick. Hope everything's well. Hope you have a good weekend planned here. To be honest with you, don't really. Maybe I remember one of the things in these boxes. That's scary. I'm getting old, gray, and but let's just open it up. If anybody's got any questions, comments, things you want to chat about, that'll be fun too. Of course, we have the Mbappe news going on here that he's not re-signing. I think everybody kind of expected that, and I think we'll soon see the Real Madrid announcement. I guess we would all guess. So let's see. Here we go. Hello. Yes, great, awesome. I don't think there's anything in this shipment. Oh, that actually, I think there should be maybe a couple things from Argentina. Let's see kind of what we have here. Oh, this is kind of fun. So we'll start off the day with these, and these always look way better in person than they do on the scans. But this is kind of that fun set. This is the Pele set, the Pepsi set, where you can see the 3D cards. I'm trying to minimize the glare here, not doing a great job of it. You can see he's kicking it. That's kind of fun. This one is he's trapping the ball. You can't really see it. It's funny how the cameras are not nearly as good as the eyes. This is actually a 6, relatively high grade. This is a 3.5. And then I think that there's only 4 in this series. This is Pele juggling. I mean, these aren't the most incredible cards. Obviously, they're 1970s, but they do show, Pele kind of here in the U.S. in English cards. It's kind of fun. Most of them actually have this glue. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a lot of reflections today. You can see this down here on both sides. They have the glue where I think they were just stuck onto, the Pepsi boxes or the bottles. And so anyway, I think there's 4 different ones, and this is all of them. Not super high pop, not super valuable cards, but really fun. At least I enjoy them. So that's why they're in my mail. Got those. I think I had one of the 4 that was kind of ungraded. It was nice to get all 4 of them just kind of together. Let's see kind of what's in this one. Oh, I think I know what this one is. And this is a card that had been on my want list for a very, very long time. So really glad to pick it up. Had to give away something, really expensive and something that I also really like. That's the way with trading. So this is the back end of a trade. And I am, super happy to add this to my collection and stop, quote unquote, worrying about it. Having something on the want list that's just, you never get filled. This has been on my want list for, probably 7, 8 years. So really happy to get this off of it. And it's not a super collected player, but certainly a really good one. So here it is. This is the Jairzinho rookie. It's from the Quisho album. This is super low pop. I think it's like less than 5 pop. And this, from last time I checked, is the highest rated, a 5. Almost any of these that come out of the albums are completely thrashed. This one is just absolutely gorgeous. So it's a 5. Jorginho. Most people consider his rookie material to start from 1966 and all those World Cup issues. But he was actually in this 1964 album out of Brazil. And it is just a really, really, really cool album. I love the design, and the back is really, really cool as well. So the Jorginho rookie, love it, and so happy to have that one on the thing. And then actually there are some added, gifts that came with this. So certainly shout out, thank you for this. I guess since I got Nils on, there's a Just Fontaine I see in here. These are photo postcards. Let me see exactly who's in here, because I was not expecting this. So it will be a complete surprise. Wow, it's really taped on here. So let's see who we have here, right? I think this would be Fontaine here. There we go. Yeah, here's Fontaine. Really nice decal edge postcard. These have been pasted, but look at the nice imagery on that. That's really nice. Oh, it's a Copa, right? Since Nils is here. And then these are photos mirror. So this is from 58 or 59s. Maybe Nils, maybe here's a Di Stefano. Really nice. Very, very fun set. Nice colors on these, and then here's a Paco Gento as well. So really kind of cool, nice photography. Really kind of cool set. I don't know if you've seen that one, Nils. So those would come out of France. So we've got a little bit so far of the US. We've got a little bit of Brazil. We've got a little bit of France. This one is a relatively quick one. This is actually kind of a reholder from what I recall. And usually when things are coming in these boxes right here, they are PSA boxes, although this box doesn't say oh yeah, it's the brown PSA boxes that say PSA on the inside when you open them up. So I think these are reholders. It's light enough to where I think this is not a submission, which is why I didn't have PSA on my thumbnail here today. I think it's just these are just kind of sending things back. I did have a PSA order pop today, which actually wasn't mine. It was for a friend, but still that'll be fun to look at because there's some pretty unique cards in there. Ooh, wow, it's really hard to open. A lot of bubble wrap, which is great for just a couple cards. Yep, this is what I thought it was. So this is two really nice Eusebios. They look like the same card. They're not. This one you can see here is number 23. And then this one over here is number 11. And one is in his national jersey, which ironically has the same colors as his Benfica jersey. And the only reason why I am getting these back again is because they had misspelled the Francesa. And so I put it through the CRC at PSA, which has been working incredibly good. If you haven't noticed, I posted a video on my PSA my PSA, what do you call it? Guarantee test. I had a card. I looked at it and I was going to trade it to someone, and I realized when it caught the light, it was a PSA 9. I noticed what I thought was a a bend on the sticker, which wouldn't, you can't have a PSA 9 that would have that. Basically verified it, looked at it under a ton of different lights, submitted it to PSA. Ultimately, we came to an agreement. They sent me a check, and they actually did downgrade the sticker to a PSA 5. If you can, check out that video. Maybe it's useful for you if you buy a lot of PSA stuff. Now, if you submit it yourself and they make a mistake, that's not covered. But if you buy a card on the third on the market, so to speak, that you didn't submit, you are covered by the guarantee. Well, there's some exceptions, but have a look at that video. I go into a lot of detail about those as well. So yeah, I love that one. The bloomer, that went for more than I expected. Sport Card Harry. I have some great bloomer postcards, but that particular one, if you don't know, check out Bill Collect Football in my video. It's in there. It was or search on the results for PWCC, so you can see what Sports Card Harry is referencing there. Okay. Let's get into this box, which is another pretty. Are all of these boxes? No, I guess there's a couple that are from inside the US, but a lot of the stuff's coming from overseas. Let's take a look, see what this stuff is. Hope everybody's going to have a good weekend here. It's always nice to do these on a Friday. You're like, the weekend's here. A little bit of downtime. It's been pretty hectic. I'd say the last 6 months have been crazy for me. So that's why some of these things, some people are like, hey, how can you not have time to open like an international package? And that's just unfortunately my reality right now. Not a lot of time to open anything, even a nice international package. Oh, this is super nice. This is this okay. So this is one of my followers was just super nice and decided to send me a jersey as appreciation for doing content, which I just think is just so amazing. So he sent me a Barca shirt. As you guys know, Barca is really my main team, and it's super nice to. I mean, sent this internationally for me. Super thankful and really appreciate it. So that's awesome. I love it. I'm just touched, really, more than anything. That's just really nice, and an awesome photo of Maradona here as well. So that is just crazy. Thank you so much. So I will continue on here. That's just crazy. Yeah, this, you hear all these things about the hobby of like people, scamming others and fakes, and these types. Look at this. I mean, nothing more than just shared my opinion, answered questions, and then people sending you things that that they know that you'll enjoy. I love it. And we have a lot of that in our Discord. If you see lots of people, they're like, hey, I know this is gonna mean something to you. People send you stuff, or people send other people stuff. Quite frequently, for nothing, just because they know someone else will enjoy it. And I think that just says a lot about humanity. With so much bad stuff going on in the world, it's nice to know that there are just some great people out there. So again, thank you. And then we also have this one, which came in a DHL. Oh, I lost from which place this was from. Oh, this is from Argentina. So let's see. Let's see what we got here. Just got to be careful with the tape. And you never know exactly where the cards are, so you got to be at the right angle so you can kind of open things with a minimum of risk. But you got to get in there too. And sometimes customs will actually, crack through some of these things, and that's when you get really nervous because things can kind of pop out. So I try to get it to just see where it is. And then so this is I've been picking up a couple of his earlier cards. This is the Zanetti. I think this is the Chromie, technically second year, I think. I think the one that has the jagged edges is the first year. Pretty uncommon though. Zanetti, like actually got, and I may actually have it here. I do, alas. I submitted this one, which obviously is not a rookie, but it came back at 10, which is pretty rare for any sticker, let alone one from the 2000s. I mean, 1990s. And so Argentine stuff and fill out player collections. Always, there's always something next on the to-do list, so to speak. Oh, I'm sorry, I've been away from the comments. Let me see what we got. Yeah, that's early over there, isn't it? That's it's early over there in Australia, Albi. Hopefully you're up trying to catch an early morning surf over there. What else? Yeah, that was on that Bloomer postcard. Again, you can go to PWCC, type Bloomer history, and you'll see this postcard. It talks about how the guy went to the game, saw Bloomer hit a penalty kick, talks about Bob Crompton. It was cool. It's the reason why that it gets a 1 because of the writing, but it was super, super interesting. Yeah, so I'm sorry I wasn't paying a lot of attention here. Comic with Scout on what you were referring to. Yeah. Yeah, hey, the gold leaf Mosa is really one of my most special cards. I hope one day you get one, especially because you are a Yugoslavian collector, so super you've got a lot of great Mosa stuff. And certainly it would be I'd love to add many of the items you have. So, maybe we can get there someday where we both get we both can trade something that makes sense. So this one is from somewhere in the US. Yeah, this is from the US, but this is in the US, but it's actually coming from, I believe, Colombia, if I'm not wrong on this package. Let's see. Yeah, DHL. And then this is kind of fun. It's hard to get stuff out of Colombia. It's not like Argentina or Brazil, where it's just much more prolific collections out there. Many, many collections every year, lots of regional, some national collections. And obviously more populous, of course, than Colombia. But this particular album, some of you may have recalled that a few, when was that, months? Probably. I'm gonna say I think it was months. It could have been slightly longer. This is from the 1950 crack series from Columbia, and they had bound this to protect the album, but this is the album. And the interesting thing, among other things, there's a Pedernera and a Di Stefano. Since I just happen to have this here, let me see if I find those. So so this is another album from Columbia, but it doesn't have I mean, it's from 1962, so it actually does have why can I not find this? Oh, here we go. Here's the Me and Adios, and that's Di Stefano there, and Pedernera up right above him. So super. That one is like an epic one. This is a little less epic, but still fun because it's just hard to get anything out of Colombia. And this is from an album called Oro, Album de Football Oro, rather large album. I'm trying to think of what I can use for just a graded card here. That'll do. So, I mean, really, really large album, very cool, very fun, and you can see these stickers. Here, I'll try to show you the size of these stickers. Also, rather large. You can see a slab. They should fit in a standard slab, but they're big, very, very big. And so this album has a some teams, complete teams, but I wanted to show you specifically. It also goes back. This is from 62. So this actually goes back and talks about the other World Cup winners. Here's one particular sticker that's fallen off, and you can see it's got a Pele there, which is really cool. The Jalma Santos, the whole 58 team, Garrincha. So this, unfortunately, the Pele has been it's a little bit like not stuck on. So if you can see this on this side, when the book closes, it kind of closes and creased part of the sticker. But look how beautiful that sticker is. Really cool. Pele. Where's the Garrincha? I've seen the Garrincha, but can't really recall where it is here. Should be here. Where's it on a different page? Well, he should be in here. And then also we've got here's a Caricio, great goalkeeper from Argentina. The Uruguayan team here. Here is a this one. Here's Yashin. You can see down here. It's part of the CCCP team. Here is there's Santa Maria. Oh, here's Di Stefano right here, part of the 62 Spanish team. So yeah, there's just some fun, very unique album, and very, very fun. So, and some really uncommon players because it focuses on Colombia. I think there was actually, if I'm not wrong, there were a couple other kind of Latin American stars that you don't typically see stickers of. Anyway, pretty cool album here, and again, from Colombia, you don't typically see that many, and this should fit in a standard size holder. Let's hope that PSA feels the same way when I can get these out, get the set documented, and those will just look gorgeous in this in a holder. So anyway, pretty exciting there. So yeah, so these are let's see. So we got a couple comments here. Yes, great protection. Yes, that was good. Hey guys, hey peeps, how you doing? What else we got? We got yeah, so these have been some really fun pieces. I love the border. Yeah, the border on this set is absolutely incredible. And this is the example that I'm giving just because it has fallen out of the album, but I love that. Yep. And so yeah, we're still finding new Peles all the time, Nick. We're going to be finding new Peles for years. And that's one of the things I love about soccer card collecting is just how there's always new things. Like even these, you know, postcards. Like, I've seen these before, right? Look, there's the Fontaine, the Gento. I mean, we had Copa here, right? I mean, what a great shot. Maybe you've seen this before, but I've never seen this before. That's crazy. Um, I I guarantee you, most people watching this video have never seen this sticker. You know, Jairzinho rookie sticker. I mean, what an important player. Certainly a top 20 South American player, which is saying something crazy when you think about all the great players that have come out of South America. And that in a 5 is just insane. And even, you know, less important, but still important in soccer history. You know, these types of things are just fun. And you know, again, they don't have to be the most expensive things in the world, but you know, collect things that you love that give you, you know, pleasure. The visuals on here, you know, support your team. It's hard for me to watch Real Madrid have all this success, but you know what? I'm Barca through and through. Live there, love the team. So you keep supporting your team, right? It's not always going to be sunny days out there, but it can be sunny days in collecting when you find new things like this Album del Oro from Colombia. So that's kind of what I had, guys. I don't think I have anything else, but you know, enough had accumulated that it was good to just to jump on. Let's see if there are any other comments here. It's hard to do you know, all this stuff. Yeah, the you know what? You're talking about the Pele. That may be right that it's the same image as, although you know what? This is a 62, so I would be surprised if it's the same image, but I'll just double check to, because I usually pretty good about that. No, he's actually facing the other direction in the TTT. And again, here's the example. So, and there's Nilton Santos, and we have Gilmar, you know, Vava, you know, the Jalmas over here. If you look, you know, so that's just fun, super fun to get those as the last World Cup winners, and again, some other really cool stuff. But it does look like it. He's just the opposite direction. You know what? That's funny. I actually rarely take stickers out of albums. It's not what I do, what I'm good at. I know most of these things are going to end up being PSA A's to PSA 2s. It shouldn't scare me as much as it does, but it does scare me. So I usually just have someone who does that for me, and I just pay them. I either trade with them or I pay them for the service of removing them for the album. I just can't deal with the stress, and so I enlist people who do that more frequently than I do. I do have a gigantic stack of albums, but I've soaked probably 2 or 3 albums, and it just stresses me out. In fact, one I partially did. Actually, I'm actually going to hang on a second since this is live. I'll try to show you why I don't soak my own albums, and maybe this will. I mean, it's both good and bad. But hang on, just one second. Yeah, so this is the live moment. So let me see if I can show you what happened when I, you know, did an album, part of an album. This is a 1958 Jose Inocente, and look at just some of my results. Ouch. Really, really painful. And this particular album has a very expensive Pele. And you know, when I tried to start to do this is the results that I was getting. So you know, those were not really good results. And then when I gave it to someone who does this more frequently, these were the types of results Here was another one that I did. So you got to know what you're good at and what you're not good at. When I gave it to somebody who does albums, this is what they got. Okay, there's still paper loss a little bit, but you can read everything. Looks a lot better. So, you gotta know what you're good at and what you're not good at. Clearly, extracting is not my forte. So I leave that to people who are better at it and need to recognize what I'm good at and what I'm not. And so extracting from albums is not on my list. What other things we've got here? Yeah, man, and even more like versus 1950s Topps baseball, which I love, by the way, but it's just so finite. It's just so well documented. Just finding new things is just incredible. Just really, really incredible. So I, that's just the joy, the fun of the chase. That's been its way. That got me from the very beginning, Sport Card Harry. It's just to discover stuff, see stuff you've never seen. And either it can be in your collection or vicariously through others, especially on the Discord. It's like, whoa, I didn't even know that existed. So awesome. Yeah, so it stresses me out. It just totally stresses me out to extract things, and I don't have the guts to do it. And so I don't do it. So anyway, that is kind of the state of the state, ladies and gentlemen. I know it wasn't super long video, didn't have a ton of stuff. If you can, though, help me out, smash that like button, leave any comments. Would love to kind of hear from you guys. I've got a big PWCC return from the vault coming in. That should be next week. If you haven't checked out my my guarantee video on PSA, you can check that out. USMNT has a lot of really fun videos that he's been putting out lately, which is pretty exciting in terms of pop reports for soccer. So give him a shout out as well, because he's got some really fun content to makes you feel honestly really good about collecting soccer cards here for the medium and long term. At least it has reinforced some of my thoughts and beliefs. And yeah, guys, this was it. Wasn't really meant to be super long, but hope you guys had fun. And look at that. So yeah, super fun to see this stuff. And yeah, so hey, thanks. I do have a lot of Cuban cards. I'm going to be working here with Topps and Fanatics on something, and I just sent some items to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown to be on display there for Souls of the Game, which a lot of the stuff comes from Cuba, also other Latin American countries, but mostly Cuba. So also super into that, and yeah, let's see how things go. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks Sports Cards Harry. Thanks Peeps, Collector's Dream. Thanks everybody for the comments, and hope everybody has a great weekend. Stay safe out there. Enjoy your collecting. Subscribe if you're not. Like the video, and take care, everybody. See ya. Bye-bye.